Oh yeah, it's a gorgeous day out here today, guys. Remembering all of the people that sacrificed for us to be able to do this today. We're going to be doing some surf fishing. Got a new rod. Little Okuma Avenger combo. We picked it up on the way down here because besides our regular surf casting, we're going to be doing some gulp shrimp casting. Fun fishing adventures in the house. Hey brother, how you doing? Trying something new today. Gulp shrimp. Haven't tried them, haven't casted at this beach really. So this is a whole new experience. Got a little 1/8 ounce red jig head. I'm gonna put the shrimp on and then we'll be able to cast that out. Hopefully catch some of these trout and redfish. Hey Wendy, appreciate you coming in. I see you got your thing fixed, all fixed up. But yeah, we're trying something different. We're gonna do the same thing with a couple different kinds of bait. And then with this new rod, I'm gonna be doing something completely different, which is actual surf spin casting. With these guys. Shrimp. So I'm just going to run it right through the body and up the top. Beautiful. This is definitely going to work, guys. Stuart, appreciate you coming in. Trying something a little bit different. We picked up a new Okuma rod and reel combo. I'm going to be casting a shrimp jig. Definitely a little bit different than what we've been doing, Scotty, for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and start casting. Let's see if we can catch one of these trout or redfish right off the bat. Yeah. Can't cast it quite as far as I want to from the shore, so I'm gonna have to get out there. Share in the house, appreciate you coming in. Bulk, how's it going, buddy? Appreciate all you guys for coming in. Gonna be out here having a blast for a little while, fishing at the beach. The wind is blowing straight into us off the water, so it's hard to cast this rod. So what I'm gonna do is get the other two rods in the water, so we're not missing any opportunities, because those I can launch. Once I get those out there, then I can mess around again some more with the Okuma rod. Feels really nice though. I feel like if the wind wasn't like 15 miles an hour directly to us, that I'd be able to cast this thing a mile. The bait that I'm using is also not very aerodynamic, so it's catching the wind and like spinning around and slowing down the cast. But other than that, so far, I'm feeling it. Nice long rod, really long spinning rod, but it's still got nice stiffness to the rod, so I can cast it well, but I can also feel everything while I'm reeling. So far, definitely a good rating, but we'll come back to this guy in a minute. Thank you guys. Miss Joan, thank you for coming in. All right, go take care of some stuff. We'll catch you later. Yes, guys, hit that like button. Do it, hit the like button. I'm gonna go ahead and get these rods rigged up and cast it out so we're fishing different kinds of baits. Last time we came, I said I need a better system to keep the leaders and the drop rig, everything stored. Didn't do it yet, so they're all tangled up in there, guys. Took me a minute just to get one loose. So we'll get that one rigged up, baited up, cast it out, and then I'll fight the rat's nest again here in a minute. A different bait that we're gonna try today is sand fleas. I got some sand fleas at the store, and I'm gonna rig one of them up on that rod I just set up over there with 2 sand fleas only, and we'll see what happens for a little while with that. So what, TV in the house? Appreciate you coming in. Doing some surf fishing. And I'm gonna try sand fleas. We've never tried sand fleas at this beach before, so we're gonna try it out and see what happens. I think the whiting really likes sand fleas. That's why they have sand flea flavored fish bites and everything. So that's what I'm gonna put on there. Be right back. I'm guessing fresh live sand fleas are probably the best, but we got these at the store. They're blanched, which means they boiled them for a really short amount of time, probably to preserve them or whatever, but they got that pink color to them now. Don't know if that affects anything, but we're about to find out, because I'm going to rig 2 of them up on that rod and cast it out there. They really don't want you to get into this package. Holy cow. That's what we're doing. Let these ladies pass real quick and then I'll cast it out. All right, we're fishing. I'm gonna go ahead and set the other one up now. I've got to dig through my rigs and loosen all the hooks and get it untangled though. So keep an eye on that one. Yeah. There's a lot of people at the beach today. We walked quite a distance from where we parked so we could try to get out of the way of all the swimmers and the beach goers. I know some people are frustrated about people trying to fish at the beach. Hey, it's a free beach, you know. But I still try to be respectful, give them some space. I don't want to be like attracting sharks in when they're swimming right next to us here. So keep an eye on that left rod. I'm going to get the right one going. All right, I think on this other rod, hey Nolan, we just got started. I just cast it out. We got sand fleas on the left rod. I'm gonna do shrimp and fish bites on the rod. Our usual baits on the right rod. We'll keep going on the left rod with the sand fleas. That's supposed to be a really good whiting bait. It looked like something was tapping on it. I got the double drop untangled. That one wasn't nearly as bad. Just a heavy mono leader, 2 little circle hooks, 2-ounce lead pyramid sinker. Nice and simple, does the job. About lost my carp rig. I still had the method feeder, the bigger circle hook, and the 3/4 ounce lead. And when I cut it off, everything just went down. we got so much wind and wave action right now that the rod just keeps going like this constantly. So I'm gonna have to sort of judge if it's a whiting or wave action. But I got that one rigged up now. All right, Nolan. A bait slingshot, nice. Make a video. That sounds pretty cool. Wabash Nate in the house. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Let me get some shrimp on there and we'll get it casted out. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot. We have another experimental bait. I made some of that liver-soaked chicken bait for catfishing and never got to go catfishing this weekend. Just too busy doing stuff around the homestead and mowing and all kinds of craziness. So I didn't get to go catfishing, but I brought that bait. Eventually I'll put one of those chunks on the hook and see if that does anything. But for right now, we'll just start off with our regular shrimp. Getting taps. definitely had some action immediately. Hey Loma, appreciate you coming in. Jerry Boston in the house. Joville, appreciate all you guys coming in. Beautiful day at the beach. Just relaxing, hanging out, remembering our heroes, and trying to catch some fish. As soon as I casted that shrimp in there, it went down like ba-boom, boom, boom, boom. And then it stopped, so I may have already lost my shrimp. The rod with the sand fleas on it keeps getting taps, but nothing's taking it down. So we're just gonna be patient and wait for that takedown. Hopefully we can catch dinner. I also have the new Okuma set up to cast out there. Jerry, Dylan and Lucas are at the grandparents' house for the weekend. We're not getting them back till tomorrow. So it's just me and Mama Fishhead relaxing out here at the beach. Don't have to worry about bumping heads and cutting feet and all that stuff. Although that could happen to me, I guess. I've been known to occasionally be clumsy at the beach. Randall Rhino, what's up? Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, they might be on. I don't know, they stay pretty active at the grandparents, so they might be out like in the swamp doing something right now. But if they are, they'll pop in, I'm sure. Definitely a lot of people at the beach today, guys. We're out here sort of like, I don't know, a good 600 yards from where everybody parks. Seems like we got a quiet little spot right here, which is nice. Tons of wind though. Definitely can't do my original plan. We were making a video where I was gonna set our GoPro out in the water. I made this stand. The GoPro connects to the top of this. I got a buoy and I tie the buoy onto this. I bring this out like chest deep in the water, bury the bottom part in the sand, and then just face this outward. And I was gonna try to cast my lines like so that they were within sight of the GoPro. But it's way too rough and the water is not clear enough. So we're gonna have to scrap this idea till next time. But I think this is gonna be awesome. Me and Dylan made this thing at the house. It's ready to use. It just needs clear water. The way the water's all dark today, I don't think it would catch very much good footage. I think we're coming up on bait check time here. Give it like another minute or two and then we got to check these baits. Yeah. Yeah, guys, share each other out. Link up the entire fishing community. If you like fishing for catfish, bass, saltwater fish, crappie, shrimp, crabs, minnows, shiners, anything that swims. We want you linked up with our channel. We can all be good friends. We don't care what you fish for. If you're out there fishing, it's a thumbs up from us. Fish head. Fish head. Just means you're thinking about fishing a lot. We want all the fish heads on earth to come to our channel. Terrible ad there, guys. Terrible ad. I apologize. Both sand fleas are gone. Someone got our bait. There's seaweed in my shoe. I don't want my feet to get sunburned. And I have plastic shoes that are made to wear in the water. Jerry, don't call the catfish in. No, no catfish. We want good dinner fish today. It's just a moving thumbnail, Stuart. You'll see it. It keeps going by every few minutes. Days like today when it's rough pretty far out, I wish I had like one of those 13-foot pompano rods that the guys use over on the East Coast or over in Pensacola. You can cast further, but mostly the rod tip is so much higher up that it keeps the line going out past the waves. My shorter rods, they get bumped a lot when the waves are hitting the line. But we got those sand fleas on the left rod. Now I'm going to rig up the right rod again because I'm pretty sure that shrimp is gone. pretty much nearly worst case scenario here, guys. Actually, no, I got it out. I had the double loop coming up out of the reel and it was twisted around itself. But I think because I could walk away from it like this, I managed to get the loop out. It's so much harder on a day like today when it's so rough like this. With these shorter rods, it's like bam, 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 bam. You can't really tell. I was hoping once I resolved that double loop in the reel issue and brought in the slack, that rod was just going to be down because I saw something tapping on it before I realized the reel was messed up. Probably do another bait check here again in a minute. I might put fish bites on the top hook because fish bites stay on a lot better. And whiting still like fish bites. They'll eat it. I've caught lots of whiting on fish bites. But on a day like this, you never know what could bite out there. We might catch anything. Sharks, trout, redfish, flounder, stingrays, catfish. Seems like those little weak fish are gone. I guess their little hatch time is over. The school has moved on. So we don't have to worry about catching a million of those little things anymore. It's kind of annoying. Appreciate all you guys for coming in. Yeah, Jerry, there's a couple people fishing further down the beach. We walked past them. Here you go, Stuart. Stuff staying cold in the cooler, but our ice is actually like half melted already. We don't have a super expensive Yeti or anything like that. If we did, we'd show it on our YouTube channel all the time and promote it. Hopefully they would sponsor us. Just saying, Yeti, don't have a Yeti cooler yet, guys. What are you doing? Could be out here on YouTube all the time. You're missing a good opportunity. What? Maybe we should move it. Mama fish head's good. She's hiding up underneath our tent because it's super sunny and hot. So she's under the tent, just relaxing, pregnant as can be. About another week and a half, we're gonna have another fish head. Another week and a half, Jerry. It's getting real close. The actual feeling of it has set in. We set up our van yesterday, cleaned it all out, got the car seat in there, got it all ready. Loma says hi, babe. Everybody's saying hi. She was on chat. She had to get up and do some stuff. Now she's just relaxing. But I told her everybody said hi. You guys haven't hit that like button yet. Hit the like button. I'm gonna have to check the right rod. I think those shrimp are already off. I'm gonna cut a little piece of fish bites. I got shrimp and sand flea flavored fish bites I can put on. I'll probably do it on the top hook on the double drop rig. That way we at least have some scent and a bait for them to bite, even when the shrimp or whatever comes off. Cleaned it again, guys. No bait. I'm definitely going to fish baits. I'm gonna put fish baits on the right rod, 2 different flavors. That way I can have one rod that I know has bait on it. Because as of right now, I don't know if I have a single bait in the water. Sand flea, easy flea fish bites. So they're getting what they want, just in a stronger form for me to fish with. Got to cut a couple pieces off. Stuff is sturdy. Stays on the hook a long time, which is really nice. All right, they're orange on one side and like an off-white color on the other side. It's actually not that different from the real color of the sand fleas, the blanched ones, not the living ones. When they're living, they're like brown, like a light tan color. But now we got this on there, or we're about to, and then we won't have to worry that we have no bait in the water. I'm gonna have to clean and oil that old Penn reel. I'm having some issues with the bail, with the line coming out, with the double loop and everything. I had some hits, I had some pressure. I went to pull it and the bail just released on me. So that fish is gone. Oh yeah. It's nothing big. Might not even be a fish. Definitely saw the rod go down. Oh, here we go. We got something. Oh yeah. Sea trout. Speckled sea trout, guys. Hey Andrew, welcome in, just in time. Got a speckled sea trout there, but he's not big enough to eat. These guys have to be 15 inches to keep. That guy's only about 11. So we're gonna let him go, throw him back, but let's catch the bigger one, just like this. That would be perfect. Got the trout.
Hey, why didn't you throw it in the water?
Way out there. fish bites are getting tons of hits, guys. I just think it's really small fish. It just keeps constantly tapping and tapping and pulling. But nothing big to actually take the rod down. Didn't get any on that cast. Seagulls got the trout that I threw back. I watched him kind of swim around a little bit, and then he was out to like where the breakers are, and they swooped down and got him. So instead of us eating an undersized trout, the birds got it. I need to get another piece of bait on the left right. It's just sitting there, not in the water. Can't catch any fish if your hook's not in the water. Siberian, appreciate you coming in. Miss Joan in the house. Appreciate all you guys for coming in. If you haven't hit that like button, do it. Do it, hit the like button. Spread this around the YouTube universe. Getting hits again.
They got the trout we threw back.
Oh, I
Yeah.
You know, I used to do that with my grandfather's shrimping. The birds would all follow us, and I was trying to save all the little fish, throwing them back, and those things are diving in. Just to, you know.
All right, can they leave it alone long enough for me to bait my hook? All right, Siberian, where are you headed off to? Vacation? Yeah, I really appreciate you guys for coming in. Right now we are at Alligator Point Beach, North Florida, Gulf of Mexico. Okay, have fun with the nieces. Welcome in, come back anytime. I'm gonna wait for the fish bites rod to actually just bend over because it's getting tapped constantly. It's got circle hooks on it, so eventually they'll hook themselves. I need some more bait. All right, see you, Siberian. Something seems to be biting them, and it's supposed to be really good whiting bait. So I'm going to keep going with these on the left rod. We'll keep going with the fish bites on the right rod. That way we know we're definitely baited, and we'll experimentally fish with the sand fleas on the other rod. The fish bites rod is still tapping. Never know what's gonna happen here, guys. Crampy fish head. Hey Dad, appreciate you coming in. Beautiful day out here. Alligator Point Beach again. trying a different kind of bait though. We got sand fleas for bait. Sand fleas on the left rod, fish bites on the right rod. We don't have Dylan and Lucas with us today. Hey Mom, Mimi Fishhead's in the house. Oh, it's calm over there? Nice.
We're not there.
Yeah, it's only calm when we're not there. When we come, it's like this, but with 6-foot seas. We'll be able to come over there eventually. Appreciate it, Miss Joan. Wow. That's a big donation party. Oh yeah, it's probably gorgeous over there. It's actually beautiful here too. Just a bit windy. They seem to be biting the sand fleas, just not taking it down. And same thing with the fish bites. Get this back in the cooler. when I had pretty much maximum tension on the line, I was just holding it there, feeling it. All of a sudden, something just tapped it and all the tension came off the line. So it was coming straight towards me. Hit the bait, released all the tension, and then just let go. Because it wasn't on there for me to be able to bring it in. Fish are acting kind of weird today, I think, because it's like a dishwasher out here. Washing machine. The white caps are like a mile out, even further. We don't just have breakers here. We've got like white caps, white caps, white caps. Yeah, the tornadoes are just brutal. Jerry, I got fish bites on there. On the right rod, I got the fish bites on. So I'm trusting that they're staying on, at least one of them, for a while. But I'll check it again here in a minute. Yeah, Loma, no more tornadoes. I think we got a few more minutes till actual high tide. The fishing spot reviewer. We got a little ways to go, I think. It comes up to like past where my rods are, where all these weeds are at. There's a ton of fishing, or a ton of weeds right now. Yeah, appreciate you coming in. You ever fished here at Alligator Point Beach? You gotta come review this spot. Lots of fish, very few of the kind of fish we want to get. We've tried a bunch of different kinds of bait. Seems like we always catch a bunch of catfish and weak fish and other stuff we're not going for. Stingrays. Haven't caught any sharks yet this year. Normally on this beach I catch sharks pretty often. I feel like I should probably get those weeds off of there. Oh, you were here right after Sally. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was rough. Probably looked all beat up on the beach with all these weeds and stuff like it does now. Sometimes this beach is like a nice white sand beach, and then other times it's like this. Whole bunch of weeds. I did not mean to tip it as that lady was walking. I feel like I need to get the weeds off the end of the rod over here. What happens, because the wind is blowing straight in off the ocean, the weeds get on the line and then the wind just blows them up the line until they hit the end of the rod and they get stuck on the end of the rod. It's a rare thing. Like, it's only happened to me a few times in my life that the weeds were coming up my line and getting stuck on the end of the rod. Yeah, Jerry, it's a bit rough today. You can see all the white caps out there. Normally we wouldn't fish it when it's this rough, but we were coming down here, so gotta fish. I am definitely not just a beach goer. I don't want to lay in the sun. My legs are probably getting sunburned because I didn't put any sunblock on them. I did put sunblock on my neck and my ears and stuff this time, but I forgot about my legs. I'm wearing shorts. I never wear shorts, but I think I should. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna put some sunblock on my legs. Where is the sunblock? Mama Fish had hid the sunblock from me. See, there's more weeds up there already. Left rod. Yeah, definitely a good idea, Loma. We got SPF 30. Okay, now the sun will not destroy me. Stuart, these people are like in the zone, just walking as fast as they can to get by us. I don't want to be like, hey you! Oh, you got the algae bloom going? Oh, fishing spot reviewer. Are you local to here? I have not gone out to Wakulla Springs recently, anytime recently. All right, Jerry. You too. We'll see you in the next one. Dude, self-promoting to a girl that has no idea what fishing is on the beach is a waste of a business card. It's like worse than short subscribers. You give her a card, she's not even gonna come on your channel and subscribe. You just want to see me talking to him. I got Mama Fishhead though, right here watching me. She said I need to say. I'm not even gonna say it. Come on, fish. Let's do this. We're about to get to 20 likes, guys. The magic number, 20. Hit it. Yeah, Stuart, I do whenever they're interested in talking or they stop and say hi, I always do. But if they're like head down, just plowing through, I'm not gonna disturb them. We just had a couple ladies over here a minute ago. Mama Fishhead was talking to them. Do it. Do it. Hit the like button. Yes, 20 likes. We got to 20, guys. That's the magic number. Now, YouTube's algorithm sees that we're over 20 likes and they're gonna start spreading it out, and we're gonna go from 13 viewers to like 20 or 30 viewers. Watch, in like 15 minutes, it's gonna be a whole different live stream, guys. This is my theory. I think 20 is the magic number. It might be 25. I haven't proven it yet. But we're over 20 now, so we'll see if that is actually the number. She said I shouldn't say it like that. I should say it like I'm happy with the woman that I'm with and I have no need to talk to any other women. Which is true. Right, Rod? Oh yeah. We got some weight on this time, guys. Oh, it's another catfish. Hardhead catfish, guys. Definitely not what we're going for. I feel like it's a bad sign when you start catching these. Once in a while is okay, but if you start catching a bunch of them, the other fish don't want to be around these guys. One of the fish bites is completely off, and the one that just caught that catfish is all chewed up. So I'm just gonna put new bait on both of them. I don't have any cut bait. Stuart, those catfish are nasty. They're covered with like a thick slime. It gets all over the line and the hook and everything. I've seen people on YouTube like, we ate a hardhead catfish because it's a big deal to try to eat one. I don't feel like taking on that challenge tonight. Yeah, no skunk. Appreciate it, FSR. We did not get skunked. gotta get some new bait on there. We've got lots of different kinds of bait to try. Cut bait is not effective in this area for the kind of fish we're going for. Maybe a redfish. Stuart, it would be a waste of a fish's life. There's no fish out here other than sharks that want to eat a cut up piece of fish. I've got a 2-ouncer and it's barely hanging on, FSR. 2 ounce maxed out at the moment. I've got some 3s. If it gets any worse, I'll switch it over. I hear you, Stuart. I've just never caught anything on cut bait here other than sharks, and we don't want sharks. Redfish would be great, but we need to really go around the corner up into the bay over there where we sometimes fish by that bridge. Then we could get some good redfish, and I would definitely catch any kind of fish and chop it up into chunks. But here in the waves, I think all we might catch would be a shark, and I have 5 different kinds of bait already. So let's just try those guys out before we start chopping up fish. Mama Fish Head has my other rod. She's walking out of the thing, out of the view of the camera. I kind of forgot about the surf casting rod that I just bought. Hope she doesn't submerge it in the salt water. That corner is probably 3 miles down the beach, and then it cuts in, and then you're in Oaklockney Bay. But you can't just walk there from here. There's some spots where it's like rock walls and things where you can't get past it to get to the beach on the other side. Yeah, Stuart, when we get the boat ready to put in the salt water, we'll be using all kinds of stinky, nasty fish, chum bags, everything. But just sitting here on the beach, just too much effort for 0 reward. We don't have the stuff to fish there. All we might have is that one rod. These rods, we won't be able to cast past the oyster beds. We need the boat. Bottom line is, if we want to catch real fish in this area out of the ocean, we need a boat. We're just playing around on the beach, guys. I know it's beautiful. We have fun doing it, but we're not claiming to be professional anglers here fishing out of a stick on the beach. We're here for the entertainment of it and to relax and have fun at the beach. Real fishermen are out there on their boats. Actually, they're over in the Gulf. The bay, I mean, of the Gulf. Stuart, I've been watching all your sea fishing videos, man. Where are they? All right, I gotta grab a drink and a snack, or else I'm gonna just fall out here in the direct sunlight. Give me 2 seconds, and then I gotta rebait that rod. I lost my shrimp in the moving around of the carts and everything, and on weeds and everything that's over here. It got misplaced. I hope it didn't go bad being out of the cooler. But I'm gonna try a shrimp on that rod again. Dude, the fish are completely different. I could catch 8-foot long fish right here if I wanted to, but I would just be catching a shark, which is trash fish. We don't want to catch any giant fish. We want to catch a fish that's this big, that's delicious to eat. Yeah, we're just hanging out, relaxing. But I'm gonna get some shrimp on there. Sand fleas are getting some bites. All right, Stuart, you're getting timed out, buddy. Don't criticize the creator. Yeah, water not eater. There's some big eaters out there called sharks. Sharks generally don't bite on shrimp. Man, the water's getting rougher and rougher as it goes. I was hoping it might calm down a little bit from when we got here, but it's not. It's getting worse. All right, let me get this rod baited. I realized I had left the all aluminum pliers down there and they were getting washed over. We almost lost our only set of pliers. They're super cheap garbage stuff, but because they're all aluminum, you can put them in the salt water and everything. Yeah, 2 ounces is just barely hanging on. Yeah, these are older Penn reels with just some old junk Amazon rods that I got years ago. But they have good backbone to them, and I spray painted them yellow, so they're kind of cool. Right rod's getting tapped. Oh, that was definitely a hit. It was tapping and pulling and tapping. Yeah, what's up, brother? The bite is hit or miss right now. The water is so rough that it's hard to seriously look for bites because the rod is just going like this because of all the wave action. We don't have like 13 or 15 foot rods or anything, so the lines are getting caught up in the tops of the surf, which makes the rod go like this a lot. We have caught a few. We're not skunked. Actually, we caught a catfish. Gotten lots of bites, just the catfish. Yeah, it is a beautiful day, just really windy. And because the wind is coming straight in off the ocean, it's pushing tons of waves up. All right, Stuart, your wish has been answered. There's a guy down the beach that just walked over and said hi, and he's bringing us some cut mullet heads. So we're gonna have cut bait to put in the water, and we'll see what happens with it. And if you don't catch anything on it, we're not gonna try it ever again. Okay? We're gonna have cut fish in the water. My guess is shark or nothing. It could be good though if a redfish bit it. Stuart, you're fishing for fish that don't exist right here, dude. A hook that's this big, all you're gonna possibly catch is a shark. We don't have like those giant eels and stuff over here. Congers. We don't have them. All the fish that we're catching, their mouth is like this big. A redfish's mouth is like half the size of a bass. Maybe not even, like a third of the size of a bass's mouth. So any big hook like that, it's not going to catch your fish. It has to be pretty small to get into their mouth, and then you can catch them. Unless it's a shark. I'll take a black drum. That'd be fun to catch. All right, I'm gonna try the other rod real quick. Oh, big pompano would be great. All right, I'm gonna walk out there while this guy's coming over with some mullet heads and cast this guy for a couple minutes. He's got mullet heads. So he's gonna bring them over here, and then we have cut bait to put on. Oh yeah, he's coming. He's right here. Oh, he's in one of these houses back here. That's why. Yes, Loma. We got a new Okuma 8-foot casting rod, but it's really nice and lightweight and thin. I can use this for bass too, I think. But it's gonna be really nice, except on days like today when the wind is just pounding us from the ocean. It's hard to cast this bait out there, but yes, this is the new rod. Avengers series. Got it upside down there, but Avenger Reel by Okuma. Got the nice split cork handles and good distance. I feel like when it's not super windy, I'll be able to cast this thing a mile or with a better bait. Miss Jones back in the house. All right. Yeah, sure. Let's show everybody on YouTube. Check out this bait our new friend just brought. Got some cut mullet heads. When did you catch those mullet?
This morning, throwing the net on the bay side.
All right. Heck yeah, guys, this is gonna be great. We're gonna rig one of these up and cast it out right now.
Hope you get a big old redfish, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Y'all take care.
You too. All right, we got the bait to try. Let's try it. The hooks on the left rod are bigger, so I'm going to put one of the mullet heads on the left rod. Really, I feel like we should be using a much bigger hook for that. Because that's a big old chunk of bait. We're talking bait the size of my hand here, guys. That's a big old bait. All right, let's cast it out there. I hope the extra size of that bait doesn't catch the current more and make our 2-ounce lead not enough of a weight to keep it down there. We'll see though, it's out there. I'm gonna put some other bait on the other rod and get it casted out there.
You didn't want to cut out the head a little bit more?
What?
You didn't want to cut the head up a little bit?
You can't really cut them up, it's like all hard and bony. Pretty much just waiting for like a big old redfish or a shark. Adventure America. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, tons of weeds. The water is just so rough, it's stirring everything up and bringing it in here.
What rock you have on?
All right, for the whiting, we're gonna go back to the sand flea flavored fish bites on the right rod. So we got the shark rod out. Now we're gonna go for whiting on the other rod. All right, we're fishing again. There's lots of other species of fish that we could catch. Right rod's tapping already. Yes, like and subscribe, guys. Pretty sure everybody we've got in here is already subscribed, but if you're not, what are you waiting for? What are you doing with your life? Hit the button. Also hit that like button, guys. Do it. Do it. Tapping on the right rod again. The left rod is basically stationary now. It's stuck at the bottom, so hopefully that weight, that 2-ounce weight is just enough. Looking at it. The seagulls might try to steal our other fish head. We got the fish head bait. The guy said he lives in Tallahassee, but he owns a house here on the beach. Pretty much would be an ideal situation because you're only like an hour and 20 minutes away from Tallahassee right here. You could just come here every weekend and then go back to Tallahassee every week. All right, see you later, dude. Yay. We'll just skip up to like 50,000. Once we hit like 2 grand, the goal is not going to be to 3. It's going to be to get to 10 and then 50 and then 100. The time is done for this tiny growth stuff. But we're either skyrocketing or we're calling it. Yeah, 1.38. If you divide that by a year and a half, that's kind of pathetic. There's a girl that just bought a camper and posted her first video like a week ago, and she's already at 50,000 subscribers. So we're not doing it right. We're doing it the slow way. Oh, Piney Z. I love Piney Z. We have never streamed from there. I've actually never even done a video from there. Right rod's hitting good, but it's still not going down. But yes, great idea. I like the idea of Piney Z. Oh, I didn't give him my card, Mom. I just told him the name of the channel. If we do go to Piney Z, that might be a good spot to try to send out the underwater camera so we can catch the fish striking the bait up close.
There's gators there.
Yeah, Lucas is not here with us. I don't actually have my cards on me. Yeah. I like the further out fingers too, man. Stuart, it's just a business card with a QR code on it. Not a sticker or anything. Here, let me see one, babe. I'll show it to you. She said her belly is getting in the way. See, nothing fancy at all. Just that. I've actually taken a picture of this before and posted it on our community tab. Nothing on the back. That's it. It does say Dylan, Lucas, Ray, Becca. We're gonna have to get a new one soon that says Zach right under there. Just get a screenshot of it. You can post it. I'll email it to you. Yeah, I'm really liking it, FSR. I'm liking the idea of Piney Z. It's only like 30 minutes from our house, too. Paul Walkie in the house. Appreciate you coming in. Mullet heads. We used to live over off Appalachia Parkway, and we're like literally 5 minutes from there. The only times that I went fishing there, though, we got like destroyed by mosquitoes. But it was always right at night, so probably going there during the daytime wouldn't be bad at all. There's all those wetlands there, like just to the east of it, like in Lafayette and all that stuff. The mosquitoes just come in like thick. Sounds like an airplane flying next to you. Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple casts with the other rod. See what happens. Gulp shrimp with a red jig head on the new Okama rig. Okuma. We'll cast this out. The wind is going to make this ridiculously hard, but I still want to cast the new rod I just got. Honestly, guys, I normally wouldn't even try to fish here in these conditions, but we were coming here today, so I have to fish.
Walk out and pass the bullet head.
They'll come in and grab it. I think we're right at high tide right now. Yeah, definitely don't like walking around in the weeds. I've done some crazy swimming out here too in the past, which I would never do again. I've swam out to the dark water out there before. One time, you know, we're close to Bald Point. It's only a couple miles away. I got my feet cut up on the oyster beds over there, and I got the bacterial infection from it. It's pretty bad. Had like 104-degree temperature. Yeah, we need Jaws to come up and eat that fish head. Fish heads using fish heads for bait. It's just so rough today. Literally like fishing in a washing machine. I got a sandwich I gotta eat, guys. I'm starting to get very hungry. So let me eat while we're watching this. All right, see you, FSR. Appreciate you coming in. Definitely. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I think Piney Z sounds great. Cindy, appreciate you coming in. We're fishing some crazy, crazy surf. Crazy surf conditions today. Can't even fish with this, really. I can't cast out past the breaks. See you, brother. We stopped and got Publix subs. I got the Publix Deli oven roasted turkey breast sandwich. No way we're cooking on the beach today. Way too windy. The waves are now coming up much higher than they were 2 minutes ago, so maybe it's not quite high tide yet. Or maybe the wind just got stronger. I'm yelling almost. I know it's probably hard for you guys to hear with the sound, but I am talking like basically as loud as I can talk. One thing that's crazy, I was telling everybody a little earlier, the wind is blowing straight in at us. And so whenever like some weeds or grass gets on top of the line, the wind just blows it up the line until it hits the tip of the rod. And then it stays stuck on there. Still tapping. waves are grabbing it.
High tide is 450 high tide.
Oh, so we got time. If one of these rods goes down, I'm gonna have to let Mama Fishhead just hold my sandwich so I can grab it. I brought the underwater camera rig to set up the GoPro out there where we were going to be casting. I was just going to swim this out and sink it, get it on, under the sand at the bottom, and just film with the GoPro and then cast out just in front of it. It would be so worthless to try that today. The water's like chocolate milk. And it's so rough, this thing would probably just move all over the place. Might end up even losing the GoPro. So we're not gonna do that. So another day's long form video not happening this weekend, guys. Yeah, I got a rope and a foam float for it. I'll show you. I painted it a pretty color. It's a crab pot ball. If we had this tied to that thing, that wave action would just either bring it to shore or bring it that way with the current. Either way, I was just like, it's not worth trying it today. Yeah, I could do that, but still, you wouldn't be able to see like a foot in front of it. The water is so dark and churned up. Right now, we're just hoping the fish have a really good sense of smell so they can find these baits. Sorry guys, I'm taking a quick lunch break. Haven't really eaten anything today. This sandwich is making my body feel good. Nothing yet. The big cut bait, if we get anything, it would either be a shark or maybe a giant redfish. Possibly a black drum. It's gotten so rough though that nothing's hitting any of the bait. I don't know what kind of Swiss cheese Publix uses, but it's good. A lot of Swiss cheese, the sandwich like overwhelms the flavor of it. But this one you can taste the Swiss cheese equally as well as the meat and the bread. Mama Fishhead is over here fishing. She's casting out in the surf. She may end up pulling in a trout or a redfish. I've just fished on this beach many times, and I know when the conditions are like this, it's just kind of tough. Basically, just have to get lucky. They like to come up in the surf, because we got like 4 sets of brakes right now. And it's just white caps for like as far as the eye can see. I got the cut fish head, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 yards out. And then I got the fish bites rod about another 20, 30 yards past that. Pretty windy, and it's coming straight in at us. So I can't get a full distance cast today. See those white caps? They're way out there, guys. There is actually a boat. I don't know if you guys can see that boat right out there. They must be hurting out there. Doesn't look like a real big boat either, like an 18 or a 20-foot boat out there. They must just be getting tossed around. It's so rough, they're not even hitting the fish bites now. Some days I've been here where it's just glass calm and the water, the waves are so small that the water is just moving on the shore like 6-8 inches. That's how much different today is than a calm day. Nice thing about calm days is you can like wade in like waist deep, cast even further out, and use a rod and reel like a spinning rod and throw some shrimp and stuff like that. Just makes it much easier to fish than a day like today. You try wading out there to waist deep, you're getting slapped in the face by the waves. And that's no fun. Every time a wave comes, you gotta hold your rod up out of the water. Alright guys, I'm gonna go check the fish head rod. Alright, we might have something on the fish head. Felt like tapping. Got a ton of weeds. Just a ton of weeds, guys. Fish head is still intact. I got hopeful for a minute there, guys. It was tapping, but I think what was happening was there was so much weeds on there that when the waves would hit the line, it was pulling the line down with it. I cleaned it up and casted it back out there though. There's still hope. Man, the wind has really picked up. Kind of nervous about our tent. Hey, there is always hope. We definitely caught one catfish. We did manage to get the skunk off the beach, but that's it. I've got the baits kind of in the trough, in between where the drop off is and where the sandbar is. There's a nice little deep area right there, and I've got the baits in that deep area. Oh yeah, I did catch that little trout. Loma? Yes! Loma coming in clutch. Make me feel better about this day. I forgot about the little trout. We did get a speckled sea trout, undersized. He was only like 11 inches. Needed to be about another 6 inches so we could eat it. Can't do a catch and cook until we catch something good to eat. Yes, thank you, Loma. 2 of them. All right, I'm grabbing a drink. I'll be right back. I think it's time to check the fish bites rod. What do you guys think? Give it like 30 more seconds and then check it. I mean, the two baits aren't so far apart that the fish wouldn't be able to smell the scent from both of them in the area. If they smell that cut mullet head and find the other bait, I'm sure they would bite it. both of the fish bites are off of the right rod. I don't know if they dissolved or if they got ate off, but fish bites are hard to get off a hook. So if they're dissolving here because we have so much current and water movement, that's like a new experience for me. Tasha Jarvis in the house. Appreciate you coming in. Yep, we just ate. Just ate. We got the cooler full of drinks. We're in good shape. Doing some really rough conditions sea fishing today, Tasha. I'm gonna rebait the right rod and get it out. Fresh fish bites, lots of scent. I think the scent is the key to today because the water is so churned up, so chocolate milk looking. They're not going to see anything. They're just going to smell it and come find it. got a bunch of taps right away again, and then they just stop. I know the bait's still on there because there's no way they got it off that fast. A pro is chasing a pelican.
You're smelling it, babe. You're on the head. You're getting closer. You're getting it, babe.
These seagulls want the mullet head. We have another mullet head right here below the camera, sitting on the ground. All right, time for a couple more casts with this guy. Becca put a different bait on, still a shrimp, but I rigged it up backwards so it'll be swimming tail first, which is what shrimp do when they're freaked out. They swim away, kind of like what crawfish do. I knew it. Jim was on it. Yes, third species, whiting. That is one of the target species. He's just not quite big enough. 2 more inches, this guy would be a perfect size to eat. I have eaten them when they're this size, and they're delicious. It's just not very much meat. I'm gonna release them. Nah, won't be enough meat.
You leave the car out of water.
All right, now we can say it's a successful mission. We actually caught one that we were trying to get. Did the seagull get him again? I threw it all the way out there so the seagull wouldn't grab it. He got our last fish, I know that.
Here, I'll be in.
I'm not going to be able to fish with that other rod. Another one. This one's even smaller. I'm gonna get this guy safely offshore. Whiting. Look at that mouth. Weird looking mouth on him. All right, guys, we're gonna chum it. We're gonna chum it up. Jerry in the house, appreciate you coming in. Mullet head.
Here he comes. We're gonna get it.
I just know that on a day like today with this current and this activity in the water, it's not going to do much. If we were on a boat punishing ourselves in these waves, anchored up about a half a mile offshore, we could put out a chum bag, keep the boat stationary, and then let the current suck the chum bag out, and then the fish will get into the chum slick and they'll come up towards the boat, and then you just cast into your chum slick. Catch a bunch of fish that way. Can't do that on the beach though, it's just way too difficult. Yeah, there is a boat. I can't see it on the screen. It's right at the horizon line, like right over here somewhere. But that boat's been sitting there for like an hour and a half. They're probably doing what I said. But it's got to be brutal bouncing around out there on these waves. This doesn't look like a very big boat. Wonder why I cannot see that boat on camera. We don't have any blue crabs, man. We got a mullet head on one side and we got fish bites on the other side. We were using sand fleas and shrimp, immediately losing our bait every time. So I switched one over to fish bites, and we had the mullet head on that one for like an hour and a half. Nothing's messing with the mullet head. The weight's okay. Jerry, I got 2 ounce pyramid weights on. So they dig into the sand and then hold it. We're not having that problem. We're just having a problem with the lines moving in the water and pulling on the rods, and you can't really tell if you're getting bites. Pretty crazy today.
The boat might be out of the picture, that's why.
What?
I think the boat's too far out of the picture.
It would be in the picture, but we won't worry about it. All right, guys, we're gonna start doing the countdown here. Yeah. I want to get some Sputniks. Sputniks are awesome. On the Atlantic side, they would be great. Here, the current's just not quite as bad. We don't get a ton of crossways current. It's just rough coming inward. If you go over to the Ocklackney Bay where the river comes out into the ocean, there's some really bad currents over there. Stewart's trying to promote something that doesn't exist in the United States. Pulley rigs and grip leads. They probably work good for fish in the UK. There's guys that make a living off of catching pompano here. All they use is double drop rigs and fish bites and sand fleas. I'm not trying to make a living off catching fish. Be sweet if I could. If we get 1 million subscribers on our channel, I could. So tell everyone you know. 1 million, we're coming. If we had 1 million subscribers, I could probably make half as much as I make at my job. So we need 2 million subscribers. 2 million, here we go. Woohoo! You get like 3.5 to 5.5 cents per 1,000 views on a long form video or a live stream. So this live stream, for example, it'll have like 100 views. So that's like a half a cent that we've made. No, sorry, like 50 cents that we've made on this live stream. Yeah, I know, there's no bait on it. I'm gonna put another piece of bait on that right rod. What? I got a fish bite on there already. Shrimp. All right, I'm feeling good about the right rod. I put a piece of shrimp on the bottom. Going down already. So close. Another whiting, guys. This one's only like 2 inches short of being a keeper. We're getting pretty close. It's a good sign that we're catching them regularly, because that means there's got to be some bigger ones out there with them. We're just somehow catching the little guys. Whiting. They are pretty cool. Pretty good whiting bite now. We just want to catch one that's good quality size. Rich in the house, appreciate you joining us. We're trying to catch one of those, but like 2 or 3 inches bigger, so we can go home and make a fried fish sandwich. Yeah, right? It looks like the same size one. They do get much bigger. They get up to like double the size of that one. I think I missed them that time. I don't know, maybe another little guy. Man, they're all the same size. We want one that's like that much bigger. And then it'll have enough meat to make some sandwiches. These little guys are just way too small. Too many bones. I don't know why they act all strong when they're on your hook, but when you're fighting them, they're weak. Whiting. I got a little more distance on that cast. Maybe just being like an extra 10 yards out there might get past the babies to the bigger ones. Yeah, it would take like 5 of them. Stuart, there's also the thing to think about with the rigs. If it can get tangled up, it's worthless out here. The current's moving in different directions, moving all around. If you're throwing something that has a loose rig on it, and it gets all wrapped around your main line, pointless. You gotta fish stuff that'll stay tangle free. A big 5-foot long leader with a weight on it and all that stuff flapping around. If it's perfectly still water and you're dropping it off of a boat straight down, that's cool. But this kind of fishing, anything with a 5-foot long leader on it is Tangle City. Tangle City. Definitely getting to be high tide now. I think Becca said it was at 420, 450. best sea fishermen are the guys on Wicked Tuna. You guys want to watch people catch big fish consistently? Wicked Tuner. Tuner. That's how they say it up there. It's a wicked tuner. They actually sacrifice lead when they're doing that. They'll have like 6, 8, 10 ounces of lead on there and lose it. Because the fish is worth like $5,000 to $10,000 when they sell it. You guys see that stuff coming up? Yeah, tuner. I mistakenly said it. Although I did used to live up there. I lived in Connecticut and Massachusetts. So I heard that accent quite a bit when I was younger. Yeah, they're awesome. Sometimes they go like days without seeing a fish too, which is impressive to me that they can keep their focus for days until they catch a 700 or 800 pound tuna. All right, guys, we're coming up on 3.5 hours. I think we're gonna call it at 3.5, so we're on the 4-minute countdown. Got a bunch of fish that we didn't really want. Baby whitings, almost there on the fish bites and shrimp. No bites on the fish head. When the water's calmer next time, we'll try something different. Yeah, Loma. Can't stay out here all day. The skin starts to get red. I can't put sunblock on my face, so I'm always like trying to cover my face. But it reflects up off the water. All right, I'll check them out. You see the guy that fishes with the 13-foot rods over in Pensacola? Appreciate it, Paul. See you later. There's the guy on Facebook that posts like 15 different videos a day on Facebook with those long rods catching pompano over there. It's only like 2.5 hour drive from here. We could go over there and get them. All right, we're coming up on the 2-minute warning. We've done this before, and with 3 seconds left, got a bite. One and a half minutes. If we catch a fish before 3:30, we won't stop the video. Yeah, I got sunblock everywhere but on my face right here. If I put it on my face, I just break out. All right, coming up on 30 seconds. The big countdown here, guys. 30 seconds. Come on, fish. All right, see you later, Dad. Yeah, definitely. We're having a kid soon. We hope you guys are there. But yeah, we probably need you guys to help us with Dylan and Lucas a little bit. I'll talk to you about it. Three, two, one. All right, guys. It's been a blast. See everybody later. Thank you all for so much for coming into our live stream. Check out some of our long form videos. If you want to help us out with some watch time, go on one of our playlists and just let it run in the background while you're not even watching it. On a different window, you can be doing something and having our channel playing in the background, and it'll give us some watch time. Hopefully that'll help us get to the 1 million or 2 million subscribers. Appreciate it, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.